Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing something a bit different than usual. So recently me and my boyfriend Mick tried some internet guitar quizzes and tier lists just for fun, and I realized this could be a pretty fun idea for YouTube content as well. So today I'm making a guitar styles tier, and we've tried a couple on existing ones on the internet, but they were pretty basic. There weren't a lot of guitar styles in there, so Mick actually created a new one, a special one for me, and I haven't seen it yet. I don't know what guitars are in there, so you're gonna get a live reaction of me making this tier. Alright, so let's get it started, and just a little disclaimer here, all the opinions and ratings are going to be pretty subjective, so don't hate me on the controversial ones if there are any. So let's go! Let's see what we have here. We have 77 different styles of guitars. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit overwhelmed by the amount to choose from and to rate. So let's maybe start with the easiest ones. I see here a Jag Stang and Jaguar, which look totally like mine. So for sure Jag Stang is going to be the S tier. And I haven't made a video about it yet, but I got this guitar pretty recently and it just feels like it was made for me. It's so comfortable that I have to give it the S tier. And also I have the Candy Apple Red Jaguar, which I really love. And both are red Fender short scale offsets, so I think you can see some kind of pattern here. So next we have here a white Gibson Firebird, which looks exactly like mine. I would give it the S tier, but I have to give it an A. Don't get me wrong, it's an amazing guitar. It's super unique, it's super cool to play and sounds amazing, but it's pretty uncomfortable to play, and especially for me, a short woman, it's very big. But I love to play it anyway, so it has to be A tier. And I also spotted a Gibson SG in cherry red, and I'm gonna have to give it an S tier because it's my favorite Gibson model. It could have a white pickguard like mine, but it's still okay. Next, I think I'm going to have a Jazzmaster next to the Firebird. Here we have a non-reverse Firebird, and these are not as pretty as the reverse Firebirds, but also pretty cool, so I think I'd put it in B. Here we have three Telecasters, and I would put the blonde classic ones to the A tier, and maybe this one too. And a thin line, I'm not that much of a fan of thin lines, so maybe B. And I'm thinking if anything from this list would be an S tier. I think this is the Corina Flying V, so I put it there. We also have this one, but this is way uglier, and I think I would put it in maybe D. This is the GNL Rampage, and it is an amazing guitar. I have it also in my collection. I would put it in A. Airline, I think A. It's a super cool, quirky design. I would love to have it. Here I spotted an Ibanez Musician, and fun fact, I just recorded a video about it before this one, and I'm going to put it to the B tier. Motorrave. Love these ones. Josh Homme plays these a lot. They look super cool. Also A. A Mustang. They are cool, but they're my least favorite from all the offset style Fender guitars, so I think I'm going to put it to C. This is also very cool. I don't remember the name of the brand that makes these, but they look amazing. So based on their look, I think it's an A. I have a lot of A's, but so far I'm choosing the nicer guitars, and I see a lot of ugly ones here, so we're gonna fill this whole thing for sure. Here we have some Teisco. I'd give it a C. So this is an Ovation. I haven't played an original Ovation yet, but I have an Eastwood replica. The Eastwood one isn't like the best guitar I've played, but it's very cool and very characteristic. Not knowing what I could expect from this, I would give it a B. And this is also a guitar that Josh Homme played a lot. I think the Danelectro also can belong to the B category. Also maybe the Explorer. Maybe also the Novo guitar. I've heard amazing things about them, but haven't tried any of these yet, and I'd love to try them, but they look super cool, so maybe it's the right place. Here we have the Yamaha SG45. I also have it in my collection and it's amazing. And I would put it in the same tier as the Ibanez and Ovation and the rest of these. Now let's maybe have a look at some ugly ones. We have this thing, not sure what it is, but it is a very weird shape. I'm not really fond of guitars looking like that. Same here. This is a BC Rich. I know they are great guitars, but this is completely not my style, and for me it just looks ugly, sorry. This looks like a weird mix of a Les Paul and Explorer. Totally not my thing. Here we have some kind of a PRS in an ugly color. This thing, I don't know what it is, looks ugly. Same about this. This is some kind of a Steve Vai signature, if I'm correct. Not my style, but not that ugly. Let's keep it in E for now. The Longhorn, maybe E. It's not that bad, but not really pretty. This, I don't know what it is, but it's ugly. Same about this. Oh, and this, and this, and this. And this isn't pretty too. This isn't that ugly, but the neon green pickups are totally not my thing. The neon yellow is also not my thing. These are not that bad, but also not my style. Same about this. This also not really. Here we have I think this is a Schecter signature of Sinister Gates, and while I really like Avenged Sevenfold and Sinister Gates, this is totally not my style. I'd have to give it an E. This isn't bad, but not really my thing, I'd say, so maybe E. And right now I think we have a collection of guitars that belongs somewhere in the middle, mostly. I will need to decide where exactly. So, Strat. If you follow me for a while, you know that from all the Fender models, Strat is probably my least favorite one, but I will have to keep it in the D category. It's not that bad as the E and F, but definitely not a fan of these. Here we have a typical Les Paul, and I'm not really a Les Paul type of guitar player too, but I would put it higher than a Strat, so maybe C is where it belongs. The Les Paul Junior Double Cut in TB Yellow. I love this color and the double cut shape. Gibson Les Paul Special, maybe D. Not a fan of these really. And also a Gibson SG Junior, definitely C category. This is a very cool Gretsch. I think it's the one that Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top played. It's gonna be an A. This, maybe C. Another Gretsch here. I'd say B, because I love these orange ones. The St. Vincent signature, I'd give it a C. Gibson RD. I'd say it falls in the same category in my mind as the non-reverse Firebird, so it's gonna be B. Here I spotted some D candidates. This one maybe? No, it's an E, sorry. This one also. Here we have some PRS, and it's not that ugly than the other one, so I'm gonna have to put it a bit higher, even though I'm not really a fan of PRS guitars. Here we have a Matten Firebird. I would say this is super quirky and cool looking, so I think an A. Here we have a Gibson ES335. These are great guitars, but I'm not really fond of whole body style guitars, and these are usually way too big for me. This is, I think, some kind of a Revolta guitar. I'd also give it a B. This, another hollow body or semi-hollow, I don't remember the model. I would say C. This is an Epiphone Coronet, if I'm correct. Not a fan of these. These, I'd say, look pretty ugly, but not that ugly, so maybe D would be right. This is some kind of Gretsch also, maybe an A. I would actually love to have some kind of Gretsch one day. This is a Gibson hollow body. It's very beautiful, and I don't remember the exact model. I always loved these, adored these. They look so beautiful, and they have these little flowers on the big gut. This, I don't remember what this is, but it is pretty ugly, so maybe E. This looks super cool, so maybe an A. This is some Mosrite style guitar, also super cool. I'd say also A. This, not sure what this is. It reminds me of something, but I'm not sure. It's gonna probably land in B. This is some kind of a Rickenbacker. These are pretty cool, but not really top of the top for me. B category. Super Strat. Looks pretty cool. Has a nice white color. Doesn't look too much. C. Or not, a D. Here we have a Fender Starcaster. It looks pretty goofy, but also pretty cool at the same time, at least for me. I'd say it's a B. This is some Music Man Stingray. Pretty cool, but not really my thing. Maybe C. I think this is some quirky PV guitar. I'd say it's a B. And this is some EVH signature. Not really my thing, so maybe a C would be the right spot. So here we have it, and I'm wondering if I want to make some changes here. I think I would put the Flying V lower, just because I would like to keep this as my top of the top. And here are 3 guitars that I actually own and I love, and I do play a lot. So this is my top of the top. Alright, so I think I am pretty happy with the result here. I think it shows pretty much my guitar taste. And of course, remember that it is purely subjective, and this is my personal opinion, my personal guitar taste. And at the same time, I'm really curious about yours, so let me know in the comments where you agree and disagree with me. What are your top guitars from this list? Also, please let me know if you enjoyed this type of content on YouTube, and if you'd like to see some more. I'm even open to suggestions on what you would like to see. So if you enjoyed this video, remember to hit thumbs up, to subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell to be notified when I post new videos. See you next time. Bye!